Jewish noises!
I'm gonna rape your ear.
Philosophers and psychiatrists, and to dismiss the problem of dream interpretation as altogether fanciful. I have, however, come to think differently. I have been forced to perceive that there are once more...
Got fucking ash on the table.
Just leave it.
Have one of the... That here once more, one of those not infrequent cases where an ancient and stubbornly retained popular belief seems to have come nearer to the truth of the matter than the opinion of modern science based. See? Freud knows what's up. I must insist that the dream actually does possess a meaning, and that a scientific method of dream interpretation is possible. I've arrived at my knowledge of this method in the following manner. For years I have occupied with the resolution of certain psychopathological structures, hysterical phobias, obsessional ideas, and the like, with therapeutic intentions. I have been so occupied, in fact, ever since I heard the significant statement of Joseph Breuer, to the effect that in structures regarded as morbid symptoms, solution and treatment go hand in hand. Where it has been possible to trace pathological idea back to those elements in psychic life of the patient to which it owed its origin, this idea has crumbled away, and the patient has been relieved of it. In view of the failure of our other therapeutic efforts, and in the face of mysterious character, like the mysterious stranger, of these pathological conditions, it seemed to me tempting, in spite of all the difficulties, to follow the method initiated by Breuer until a complete Hold on, I know this word, it's just I don't use it a lot. Elucidation, there we go, elucidation. Elucidation of the subject had been achieved. I have occasionally elsewhere to give a detailed account of the form to which the technique of this procedure has finally assumed, and of the results of my efforts in the course of these psychoanalytic studies. I happened upon the question of dream interpretation. My patients, after I had pledged them, see, when people say Freud doesn't know shit, he literally had patients that he he learned this shit by dealing with his patients and actually seeing it firsthand.
And then people say, like, oh, well, it's because he's just projecting onto them or whatever, but, like obviously that's going to be a part of it, but, like, he still has patients. Like, it's not, like, it's still science. Like, he's fucking...
Yeah. Anyway, I happened upon the question of dream interpretation. My patients, after I had pledged them to inform me all of the ideas and thoughts which occurred to them in connection with a given theme related to their dreams, and thus taught me that a dream may be interpreted in the psychic cunnilingus. Concatenation.
You're quite the cunning linguist.
Concatenation.
Constador.
Conquistador. Which may have followed backwards.
Cosmonaut.
Followed backwards from a pathological idea into a patient's memory. The next step was to treat the dream itself as a symptom and to apply the method of interpretation which had been worked out for such symptoms. For this is a necessary preparation on the part of the patient is necessary. A twofold effort is made: to simulate his attentiveness in respect to his psychic perceptions, and to eliminate the critical spirit in which he is ordinarily in the habit of viewing such thoughts as come to the surface. For the purpose of self-observation with concentrated attention, it is advantageous that the patient should take up a restful position and close his eyes. He must be explicitly instructed to renounce all criticism of the thought, thought formations which he may perceive. He must be told that the success of psychoanalysis depends upon his noting and communicating.
Are reading. Don't stop them.
The what now?
The bugs.
Yeah, the bugs are reading my books.
Stop them before they take over.
No, we must let them read.
Then they'll overtake
learn.
us.
They're educating themselves.
Just like when they said...
It's gonna be like fucking Starship Troopers.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Helldivers.
Because they're actually sentient in the book, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, in the book, they're like even more human, they're like even more intelligent than they are in the movie. Which is funny because the movie's trying to tell you how bad the people are for killing the bugs.
Yeah. He must also be told that the success of the psychoanalysis depends on his noting and communicating everything that passes through his mind. And to that, he must not allow himself to suppress one idea because it seems to him to be unimportant or irrelevant to the subject, or another because it seems nonsensical. He must preserve an absolute impartiality in respect to his ideas. For if he is unsuccessful in finding the desired solution of his dream, the obsessional idea, or the like, it will be because he permits himself to be critical of them.
Ethan Blair showed up.
Oh, hey,
He said
Ethan.
he's eating Papa John's.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Papa John, yeah, nigger.
Papa Squat. Oh.
It's funny though, Papa John's isn't owned by Papa John anymore. Like, it's Papa John's.
Yeah, and like the thing that he said too, like wasn't even like meant to be like fucking derogatory.
Yeah.
It's also really funny to watch him criticize the way they make pizza now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That man likes his pizza cooked correctly.
Cared about his craft. I've noticed in the course of my psychoanalytical work that the psychological state of a man in attitude of reflection is entirely different from that of a man who is observing his psychic processes. In reflection, there is a greater play of psychic activity than the most attentive self-observation. This is shown even in the tense attitude and the wrinkled brow of the man's state of reflection, as opposed to the mimic tranquility of the man observing himself. In both cases, there must be concentrated attention. But the reflective man makes use of his critical faculties. I literally made fun of you for that yesterday, because you read facility as faculty.
Yeah, now you're doing the opposite.
Yeah. With the result that he rejects some of the thoughts.
So that's why
which
Hard Luck's a faggot, because it's like anybody can fucking misread shit.
I'm really good at misreading shit.
Yeah, that's your talent.
But I can't spell ghost.
It's true. Even though it's on the fucking thing that you just fucking the wrapper, because you're smoking a ghost.
I am a rapper.
Why?
Bitch ass nigga better give me my money. I'll shoot you in the ass if you think it's funny.
It's on the other page.
As opposed to the mimic tranquility of the man observing himself. In both cases, it must be concentrated attention, but the reflective man makes use of his critical facilities. Fuck, I did it again. Critical faculties.
Dude, if Hard Luck watched this,
Right. With the result that he rejects some of the thoughts which rise into consciousness after he's become aware of them, and abruptly interrupts others, so that he does not follow the lines of thought which they would otherwise open for him. While in respect to yet other thoughts, he is able to behave in such a manner that they do not become conscious at all. That is to say, that they are suppressed before they are perceived. In self-observation, on the other hand, he has but one task, that of suppressing criticism. If he succeeds in doing this...
I'm glad my cigars have fallen apart while...
Yeah, because I cut it this time. Well, did I cut it last time, too?
Yeah, you could have both times.
Oh. Well, no, it was peeling in the middle, so never mind.
Yeah, it was peeling where the wrapper was.
Yeah, because he peeled off the wrapper too soon. If it heats up a little bit, it peels off easier.
You want the adhesive to go melt a
Adhesive,
little
medical
bit.
strips.
But you don't want to smoke the adhesive, because that's bad for you.
Yeah.
Any checks?
You just said, what's up, gang?
What's up, gang? This is Corbin in person, and we're reading Freud.
And then he
This
said, my
is a
life in a
tree
nutshell. Referring to what?
With interpretation of dreams.
He was responding to Ethan Blair, though. What the hell did Ethan Blair say that warrants a my life in a nutshell?
What's up, gang? Or
He
because
said, I am currently eating Papa John's. My life in a nutshell.
hashtag relatable.
That's what happens when you eat Papa John's. You relate to people.
If Andy's what happened when he ate Papa John's, we should probably stop eating that.
Yeah.
An unlimited number of thoughts enter his consciousness, which would otherwise have eluded his grasp. It simply eludes me.
But you see, if we behead them, they won't have consciousness.
Tur.
I'm going to sit like
Tur?
Sigmund Freud does.
Tur.
See, this is how Sigmund Freud sits. Sigmund Freud sits like a man. Jordan Peterson sits like this.
Yeah.
He likes to crush his testicles.
Jones
That's
released
probably why
official
Jordan
Nuka-Cola
Peterson's voice
victory.
sounds like that.
Check your local Kroger and supermarkets. What are you gonna say? And like you just say and supermarkets, Ethan. Like you talk like you're
Yeah,
like, talking.
what?
You type like you're talking
Why would you-
nervously.
Why would you make yourself sound like an idiot with the way you type? Like, why would you purposefully put in
It's
and
weird,
and
dude.
does? Like, it's like So I was walking around the other day. Duh.
I was strolling through the gas one day.
Were you?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know, you could have a dream about drowning in oil. What the fuck? How does it go?
You can have a dream about riding a horse.
Or
and
you could have a dream about drowning in oil.
And you can have a dream about eating a drink. I don't know. Looks cool. I disagree.
What?
I think it's
Yeah,
odd, Ethan. I think
It makes
it's
you
really
look
odd.
stupid. Why would you type that?
It's weird, dude. Like, whatever, do what you want. I'm just saying it's weird.
It's cool to put does and ders in your sentences. It adds flavor.
Whatever, Ethan. You can type how you want. I just think it's funny. We have different definitions of cool.
I suggest changing it from and duh to the way the Chinese say it. Nigga,
Like,
nigga,
it's funny,
nigga,
it
nigga,
already-
nigga, nigga, nigga.
Because it already annoys me when Mercurial does that. Because when he's talking in person, Ethan does it in text. Like,
Anyway, where the hell was I? As will be seen, the point is to induce a psychic state, which is in some degree analogous. As regards to the distribution of psychic energy, mobile attention to the state of mind before falling asleep, and also, of course, to the hypnotic state. On falling asleep,
I'm having attention of the motorhome. Pay attention.
undesired ideas emerge, owing to the slackening of a certain arbitrary and, of course, also critical action, which is also allowed to influence the trend of our ideas. We are accustomed to speak of fatigue as the reason of this slackening. Fuck off. The merging and
Does it
undesired...
say that?
No. The fucking wind is blowing my fucking
it would be
tape
really
away.
funny if Freuds type it off.
Just in the middle of the book.
Yeah,
it
just in the
says,
middle of the book.
Fuck
like,
off.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fucking Logan Roy moment.
Yeah. Should be fair enough.
Yeah, so.
Is that so?
The merging undesired ideas are changed into visual and auditory images. In the condition, which it is utilized for the analysis of dreams and pathological ideas, this activity is purposely and deliberately renounced. The psychic energy thus saved, or some part of it. It is employed in attentively tracking the undesired thoughts which now come up to the surface. Thoughts which retain their identity as ideas, in which the condition differs from the state of falling asleep. Undesired ideas are thus changed into desired ones. I don't know why, but that last one reminds me of fucking Fry and Laurie when he's like talking about language.
Mm-hmm.
When he's like intrinsically.
Yeah.
Corbin, I have. Whoa. Have you seen the Fallout Amazon Prime show? It's garbage. I would not love it. He would love the ghoul character he's based. I doubt it.
Yeah, no, that show sucks. It's a fucking embarrassment to Fallout.
It's
and Fallout 76 exists.
It's a disgrace to the Brotherhood's legacy. If you don't know, that's like a game dude type reference, because like whenever he doesn't like a game, he'd say like it's a disgrace to the, like with Spyro, he's like, this is a disgrace to the Dragon's legacy, or this is a disgrace to the Bandicoot's legacy. Like he always said that.
A Boy and His Dog, to me, is the Fallout movie.
Right. We still need to watch Radioactive Dreams. I should have brought that up.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I thought Red Eye said he wasn't interested in that show because the changes they made or something. Well, yeah, Andy, there's multiple reasons I'm not interested in that show.
Yeah. And also, it's just like it's like post Fallout 4, which is like fucking like just like the humor in those games now is terrible. Like I hate the humor in Fallout 4.
Right.
I just hate Fallout 4.
Yes, but it could be so bad it's good. Yeah, but that's not what you were saying. And I doubt it.
It's not. Maybe the series. You gonna make my dick explode now?
Right, yeah, that's kind of funny. But that's also stupid, because they were clearly trying to be funny, and it's like a really bad joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, she fucks her cousin in the vault.
Huh.
Like, that's actually a thing. And it's like,
What?
oh, man.
Well, you would think that would actually be pretty common in Vault.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. They would run out
But
of...
in it, they don't even play it like it's a joke. Like, it's just, like, normal. Like, fuck their cousin. Which, I mean...
Again, in Vault life like that, after that long, it probably would just
Yeah, it'd
be.
probably be normal.
There are many people who do not seem to find it easy to adopt the required attitude towards the apparently freely rising ideas, and to renounce the criticism which is otherwise applied to them, which seeks to prevent them from coming to the surface. But if we may credit our great poet, philosopher, Friedrich Schiller, yeah, he shills a lot, the essential
philosophy
condition...
of shilling.
Yeah.
Hippocrates, the philosophy of hypocrisy.
Yeah, we should just make up a bunch of shit about,
Yeah.
but I acknowledge your point of view. Sounds like an opinion respected type statement to me, but okay, then.
I respect your opinion.
I respect your opinion, but I also disagree with everything
I'm not
you
disagreeing
stand
with
for.
your argument. I'm disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
The fucking hybrid robot thing.
Yeah.
It's funny, though, because I made that when I was still, like, a lot more of an asshole to hybrid.
Yeah.
It still holds true, but it's funny.
I like that. I still like that video I did of Hybrid where it's just fucking like where he's like where he's like confused about the difference between bugs.
Yeah, the fucking creepypasta.
Yeah. And then one of my comments was, "This is more like a feels pasta."
It's funny though, because I'm willing to bet most of the people who saw it don't realize the fucking abortion references in it.
Yeah.
Because like you couldn't tell the difference between babies and bugs. And to renounce the criticism which is otherwise applied to them. The undesired ideas habitually evoke the most violent resistance, which seeks to prevent them from coming to the surface. Oh, I read this already. The essential condition of the poetical creation includes a very similar attitude. In a certain passage in his correspondence, again, we're talking about Schiller.
I like that Sigmund Freud, he's pretentious, but he's not fucking trying to like say everything in a poetic way like Nietzsche does. Like that kind of aggravates me about Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Like he's pretentious, but he's blunt with what he's saying.
Right. In his correspondence with Korner, for the tracing of which are indebted to Otto Rank, Schiller replies in following words to a friend who complains his lack of creative power. The reason for your complaint lies, it seems to me, in the constraint which your intellect imposes upon your imagination. Here I will make an observation and illustrate it by allegory. Apparently it is not good, and indeed it hinders the creative work of the mind, if the intellect examines too closely the ideas already pouring in, as it were, at the gates regarded in isolation, an idea to be made quite insignificant and venturesome in the extreme, but it may acquire importance from an idea which follows it, perhaps in certain collocation with other ideas, which may seem... How many fucking pages are left in this chapter?
I could start reading.
Quite a few.
5.
But like I'm at the end of it, which is why I wasn't
You're not quite at the end.
insisting on reading.
You still got like
I
a
guess
third.
I can read.
Okay. Hang on, let me just
When you
finish
get to
this.
the end of- yeah.
Which may seem equally absurd. It may be capable of furnishing a very serviceable link. The intellect cannot judge all those unless it can retain them until it has considered them in connection with these other ideas. Basically, I do think he has a point though. A lot of people like ignore their like intrusive thoughts or like weird shit in their dreams
Yeah,
because they
but
don't
that's
like what it implies.
Yeah, and then they'll say, "Oh no, dreams are just nonsense," because they don't want to face their shadow. I guess.
Like there's definitely subconscious meanings to like every thought you have, even if it's like, that's an odd thought.
Yeah, like even if your dreams are like, honestly, literally, like the more like I've become introspective, the better my dreams have gotten, and they've like made more sense.
Well, we won't talk too much about your dreams, but
Well, someday I'll do psychoanalysis of the dreams that I can.
maybe not some of the less spicy ones.
Yeah. It's the most intellectual reading of Sigmund Freud that's ever happened.
The most intellectual intellect that ever was intellected on.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Valerie Flowers is the best YouTuber. I'm his biggest fan. He really entertains me with his videos. What a guy.